one cries because one is sad. For example, I cry because others are stupid and it makes me sad.
Hi, my name is Kwang, and this is Catastrophically Sarcastic. Today's topic is Sheldon Cooper, the quirky and obnoxious main character of the sitcom The Big Bang Theory, and why he's more relatable than you think. Alright, I know that for some of you, your ass has already started detaching from your chair, so I'll just dive right into the matter. In The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper is portrayed as a brilliant scientist with high intelligence and various personality quirks.
Do you have an opinion about everything?
Yes.
You just assume you're always right?
It's not an assumption.
Sheldon, however, struggles with social interactions and has a hard time relating to other people's emotions. One thing he struggled with was detecting sarcastic remarks made by others, which is a significant component of humor in the show. This aspect of Sheldon is established early on from the very first few episodes, and he's made one of the defining traits of the character.
And what kind of doctor removes shoes from asses?
Depending on the depth, that's either a proctologist or a general surgeon.
Despite his struggle recognizing sarcasm in others' speeches, Sheldon possesses an impressive ability to make sarcastic comments himself.
Big deal. Not knowing is part of the fun.
Not knowing's part of the fun. Was that the motto of your community college?
It is worth noting that, in The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon's difficulty with sarcasm is primarily portrayed as a characteristic of his unique personality and cognitive style. However, examining Sheldon's character development throughout the show and its childhood experiences, which is presented in the spin-off show Young Sheldon, we can come to see how much of Sheldon's inability to recognize sarcasm might actually come from self-doubt. In Young Sheldon, we know that Sheldon grew up in a struggling Christian family in Texas with his parents, brother, and twin sister. Though born a genius, he constantly has to navigate the complexities of childhood, sometimes feeling like an outsider in a world that often baffles him. In one memorable scene, Sheldon is at church listening to a Bible study discussion with his family. Naturally inquisitive, he keeps asking people about various philosophical topics, interrupting the session and making people uncomfortable. At one point, Sheldon turns to his sister Missy and asks,
"Do you have evil thoughts? I'm having one right now. Really? What is it?"
This early struggle highlights the seed of self-doubt that would later shape Sheldon's sarcastic prowess. As Sheldon gets older, to navigate a world where sarcasm eludes him, he develops a defense mechanism rooted in hyperliteralism. This coping strategy shields him from potential embarrassment, but also leads to many comical exchanges. Take this scene, for example.
How are you today?
Since when do you care?
12:07 yesterday. In light of the fact that we're both human beings and have a genetic interest in each other's prosperity, you may use my dorm room to study.
Or this
Are we in
scene.
California? Nope, just me and Dad. That's fair. I'm so happy for you.
Sometimes sarcasm was laid on so thick, even I could detect it.
Thanks.
This was not one of those times.
Even adult Sheldon is not happy that young Sheldon fails to grasp the most obvious sarcastic statement when Missy is expressing clear contempt because her brother gets to go to California and she doesn't. This defense mechanism persisted into adulthood, sometimes unfortunately forcing people in Sheldon's life to be extra precise in their speech in order to elicit a proper response from him.
Could you maybe show me how to make more money with this?
Of course I could.
But wait! Will you?
Taking a deeper look at this, sarcasm can be a way for Sheldon to assert his intelligence or superiority over others, primarily to diminish self-doubt. If he's feeling insecure or unsure of himself, he may use sarcasm as a way to demonstrate his wit or knowledge. This could help him feel more confident and in control of the situation.
Are you interested in applying to a safety school in case you don't get in?
Safety school. You're funny.
You see this quite often in adult Sheldon too.
Of course, that's like saying you are the most important electron in a hydrogen atom.
It's clear that, for adult Sheldon, the situation doesn't get much better, at least in the first few seasons of The Big Bang Theory, where he becomes an invaluable source of humor for the audience every time he mistakes a sarcastic comment for a literal statement. Take this scene where Penny is having an existential crisis, and Sheldon is offering her help.
Would you prefer to wait in our apartment?
No, Sheldon, I'd rather sit on this freezing cold floor sobbing like a 3-year-old.
All right then.
In many instances, Sheldon even has to ask people around him whether a phrase is sarcastic or not.
How was work?
Great. I hope I'm a waitress at the Cheesecake Factory for my whole life.
Was that sarcasm?
No.
Was that sarcasm?
Yes.
Was that sarcasm? Stop it!
This penchant for taking things at face value leads to amusing misunderstandings and showcases his unique perspective on the world. Sarcasm can also be a way for Sheldon to deflect criticism or negative feedback. This is most apparent when Sheldon is experiencing negative emotions. If he is feeling too self-conscious, he may use sarcasm as a way to protect himself from feeling vulnerable. Like in this scene where Sheldon is upset that his mother has doubts over his mental health status.
Good, you see the toast too. I was afraid I was imagining it.
Sheldon?
By making a sarcastic comment, he can distance himself from the situation and avoid taking the criticism to heart. Because the sentimental focus of young Sheldon is more about the context and conditions for Sheldon's upbringing than Sheldon himself, it's easier to find instances of adult Sheldon being sarcastic in order to avoid being criticized, like this scene.
I'm clearly too evolved for driving.
Or this scene where Sheldon is frustrated with Amy trying to condition him to be less compulsive about closure.
Same way any normal person would. Like I want to peel off my own face and tear it in two and then again till I have a handful of Sheldon face confetti.
His sincerity in the face of sarcasm provides moments of both humor and endearing vulnerability. Sheldon even admits to Howard and Raj about his struggle with sarcasm.
You may not realize it, but I have difficulty navigating certain aspects of daily life. You know, understanding sarcasm, feigning interest in others.
As Sheldon grows older, he gradually finds its ability to detect sarcasm thanks to the patience and guidance of his friends and loved ones. His journey showcases the power of self-awareness and personal growth. With time, he not only becomes better at recognizing sarcasm, but also develops a keen sense of his own sarcastic wit, delivering quick-witted and brilliantly timed retort. While Sheldon's progress in sarcasm detection is evident, occasional slip-ups remind us that self-doubt can resurface even in the most self-assured individuals. As an adult, he may still occasionally misinterpret a sarcastic tone or respond too literally to a sarcastic remark. These relatable moments of self-doubt add depth to his character, highlighting that growth is a continuous journey. Through his childhood experiences and ongoing personal growth, Sheldon has transformed his limitations into a source of humor and insightful commentary. Sheldon's journey reminds us that self-doubt can be a catalyst for unexpected talents, leaving us with a profound appreciation for his unique ability to navigate the intricate world in which he resides. Let me end this video with a question for all of us. How many times have we doubted ourselves about our ability to do something, and yet wind up showing great potential for being good at that very thing? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.